You may be seated. Turn off your camera.
I'm sorry, Judge, I thought it was too many things to see.
And I don't. All right, people have rested. Is there anything on behalf of the defense?
Yes, Your Honor. On behalf of the defense, we would call Ms. Shirley Royal Douglas.
All right, ma'am, stand. Face your name before.
Shirley Elizabeth Royal Douglas.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
I asked you some questions earlier outside of the presence of the jury. Are the answers to those questions the same?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please come and take this. Please, you may proceed.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please tell the jury your name.
Shirley Elizabeth Royal Douglas.
Okay, is that mic in a good position for you now, Ms. Douglas?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get right to it, Ms. Douglas. On September 4th of 2021, were you over there at the Myers store on West 8 Mile in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Had you ever been into that store before?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and do you, recall, why you went into that store?
I was looking for uniforms for my son.
Okay, and so when, was school scheduled to start?
That following Monday, I believe. I don't recall what day September the 4th led on, but I know school was coming.
Okay, so that was the weekend before school started?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you know if that was the weekend? If you know, was that the weekend before Labor Day or?
I believe it was Labor Day weekend.
Okay, all right, so school wouldn't have started on Labor Day, it would have started the next day.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so, did there, let's just go back to Ms. Royal Douglas. Were you trying to steal anything out of the store that day?
No, ma'am.
Okay, did you come into contact with loss prevention that day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you just tell us about what happened? Did you go to a cash
Ms.
register?
Dixon, this is your witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Your Honor. Okay, tell us, you went into Meyer, correct?
Yes.
Okay, how long do you think how much time you spent in Meyer?
I was there, I was like in and out. Me and my wife was surprised that we was able to go in the store finally and get our items and come straight out. But when
Okay,
we reached the line, it was long.
okay, what line did you go to?
I went to self-checkout because the cashier lines was long, like it was right back.
Okay, can you describe was it a crowded store, not that many people?
Yeah, it was crowded, like people was bumping into each other and everything.
Okay, so there are self-checkouts and there are person cashiers in
Correct.
Meyer, which did you select?
Self-checkout.
Okay, all right, okay, so, can you tell us what happened when you proceeded to the checkout?
When I proceeded to check out, my wife received a phone call.
Okay, and what happened then?
She received a phone call that her uncle had just died.
Okay, and then what happened?
So her and my niece sent me a, which is in the blue, body that y'all see on the video. It was hysterical, so I was trying to hurry up and pay for my items. So I figured once I got in line, because we only had 2 people in front of us left. I asked her if she wanted to leave. She said, no, let's just get the items and go.
Okay,
So when I got to the self-checkout, my thought was to take all my items and however many items I had, ring them up that many times, because there was a sale going on, so I didn't think like it was a different price.
okay, so did you ring the items up individually?
No.
Okay, describe what you did at the self.
I rung up the pair of underwear, I believe it was, but I didn't know if it scanned, so that's when you see me checking the numbers on the bottom of the package.
Okay, and then what you did?
After I realized that, it was this scan, I rescanned it.
Okay, and then what did you do?
I scanned my other item, and then I got to my shirts, I scanned them. Then I got to my pants, I counted, and I scanned them. As I was counting them, I I don't know if I took the, hangers off or Carver took the hangers off, but I know that I scanned them. And my counting, I'm fast thinking, moving fast, I'm thinking I scanned 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and then so you believe you were scanning all of the items that you purchased?
Correct.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna, you did have an opportunity to look at people's exhibit 1 video, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, may I share my screen?
Right.
Thank you. May I try to share my screen? That's what I'm saying.
You missed the video,
Yes.
so why not just let the video share?
I think I have it.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I think, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna draw your attention to the screen. Do you have your thing?
I do, but do you know how to make the video big?
I'm not gonna play it anyway, I mean, that picture is all. Okay, so I'm gonna draw your attention, Ms. Royal Douglas, to this part of the video. I mean, of what you see on the screen. Do you see this right here?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell the jury what that is?
That's where the cashier was standing.
Okay, did you see a cashier there?
Yes, it was a young lady.
Okay, and who is that right there on the screen?
Me.
Okay, all right. Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing that. So, did you, what happened after you left the register?
As soon as I hit the end of the register that I was at, because I was at the last register, once I, proceeded to exit out, that's when John, came up to me, and he said, "Hi, I'm a retired officer, my name is John, can you follow me?"
Okay, now let me take you back because I left something off. Okay, so after you scanned all of the merchandise that you had, or thought you scanned all your merchandise, what did you do?
I paid.
Okay, all right. And so then you leave the register?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any interaction with any store personnel at the register?
No, a guy just asked me was I okay, was everything okay, because my wife and my niece was crying and was upset.
Okay, all right, so then you left the register?
Yes,
And then what happened?
the guy at the end of the register checked my receipt and I proceeded to leave out the door.
Okay,
And that's when John approached me.
okay, all right. And so, what happened after? John is the person who was on the stand earlier, correct?
Yeah, he looked a little different, but I guess it's him. I don't think he's gonna come forward and say something like that.
Okay.
And I'm striking in front of her.
No problem, I'm sorry about that. Okay, all right, so after, somebody from loss prevention approached you, what happened?
He told me that he was a retired officer, his name was John, and I called him police.
Okay, and then what happened?
He said, "Hold on 1 second, stand right here," and then he went to my wife and asked, "Is that my bags?" And she said, "Yes, these are bags."
And then what happened?
He said, "I need the bags," and she said, "Why?" And he said, "I'll tell y'all more in the office."
Okay, and so then did you stay right there at that area, or where'd you go?
We stayed right there for a minute because he let me give the keys to my nieces so they could take the kids out to the bar.
And then what happened?
Then we went to the back. It was him and another guy there with dreads. And then my wife was proceeding to come in, and he said that she couldn't come in there.
Okay.
The matter was only pertaining to me.
Okay, let me ask.
I'm sorry, I'll object to this.
Okay, so,